So welcome to the hot version of Lawton's Legacy, but here we are at the Aquatics Center. Look at this, and I'm here with my sidekick, John Ratliff, our city manager, who does a great job. And while we've had a few delays, obviously everybody knows that was because of the big rains and everything that slowed things down, but I'm really excited about August the 16th at 9 a.m. we're going to do a grand opening, and they'll be pushing out a lot of information about that, how you can come and be a part of that, and it'll be fun. Have a great opening. It's hot. It's hot. I don't know what to say. It's August, and we're lucky for it to be so cool, but it's still hot. It's a hot cool. And so John and I have already been in this waiting and kind of cooling off our feet while we were waiting on the camera crew to get set up, you know? And so I'm excited about this. Yolanda's already out here training lifeguards. There's just no downside to this, John. What can you tell us?
There's really not. We're super excited to open up the pool on the 16th at 9 a.m. as you said. And we've had some delays for weather-related events and some other things, but we're finally here. And we're going to get it open before the end of the summer, and we're really excited. As you can see behind us, we've got lily pads and slides and swim lanes and anything that you could possibly imagine. We've got it out here, and we're ready to open it up, and we're ready to invite you out here.
So, you know, I know that school's going to be started like 2 days before we do the grand opening. But we're making everything work the best way we can to make sure the community can come out and enjoy it as much as they can. And I hope if the weather cooperates, we can extend our opening time a little bit. I know that probably has been discussed, but hopefully we can do that. And speaking of back to school, I was driving along Fort Sill Boulevard, and I got in front of Central Junior High and Lawton High, and the lights were already blinking. I had to slow down. So I really appreciated the heads up and the getting those lights on early to get me in the habit of slowing, because I don't want a ticket. But we've also got some other back to school stuff. Talk to us about, you know, the importance of those school zones, and also talk to us about the back to school bash that we're having.
Absolutely, Mayor. So on the 14th of August, back to school, first day back for Lawton Public Schools. I know that some other schools are going back to work, or excuse me, going back to school this week, but LPS starts on the 14th. There'll be in-service days throughout the end of this week and early next week, so those school zone signs will be flashing. So remember, in the school zones, if the lights are flashing 20 miles per hour, those will be flashing before the actual start date of school, because the teachers are going to go back. So make sure you're adhering to those speed limits in the school zones. On the 11th, which is next Monday, we're going to have our back to school bash at the Patterson Center from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. We're giving away some free school supplies. There'll be free haircuts. There'll be refreshments and things to eat. So you don't want to miss it. And that's at the Patterson Center, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the 11th.
Free haircuts?
Free haircuts.
Is there an age limit on that?
For school-age children.
Oh, okay, school-age children. Okay. So there is an age limit on the free haircuts. I'm going to tell you what, we had a great time at the Lawton birthday celebration and had so much fun. We had Colonel Baird, who is quite the character. It's a lot of fun. And he played Henry Ware Lawton. I swear, Colonel Baird looked just like the picture of Henry Ware Lawton. It was amazing. And he did a great job. We did this trivia, and it was so much fun. And probably, you know, we did have a few memorable moments, you know, making memories, like I forgot to introduce my wife, right? And then I introduced her by the wrong last name, but we recovered, and we had a great time. What did you think of the birthday celebration?
I really enjoyed it, Mayor. I thought the trivia was really good, a lot of positive feedback. As you mentioned, Colonel Baird, striking resemblance to Henry Ware Lawton. He was even in period dress, so he had the appropriate uniform on for that era. So that was neat, and all of the award recipients, I think all of that really went well. Very rousing speech from the Comanche Veterans Association, and I just thought it was a really great community bonding event, and lots of positive feedback on it.
It was tremendous, and you know, I enjoyed that. It's one of my favorite events. Lately, we've been holding it at the McMahon Auditorium. Now, this year we moved it to City Hall Auditorium, and it really worked out great. It was cozy and it was full, but we usually did it at McMahon, but McMahon's under construction. Tell us how that's going and when we might expect to get McMahon reopened.
Sure, Mayor. So those renovations have been ongoing now for several months, but they're getting the interior walls framed, they're getting the exterior walls prepped for siding, there's new HVAC systems going in, so we're still a few months away from opening it back up. Our goal is to open it back up at the beginning of next year. We don't really have any more specificity than that. Sometimes with the HVAC systems and larger pieces of equipment like that, there's a delay once you order it, so we're not exactly sure when that's going to get here. But when it does, we'll open the McMahon Auditorium back up. And again, the hope is early next year. And so work is progressing. Once it's open back up, it's going to be such a treasure for the community, and I can't wait until they start having performances there again, because it's really going to be a great venue, and I think it's something that our citizens will be really proud of.
You know, going ahead and getting started as soon as we can financially makes so much sense, because this renovation is probably 10 times what it cost to build the whole thing originally when it was built, I think, early 60s. And so it's important that we continue to get things started as fast as possible, because inflation's just tearing us up. And that goes for our street projects as well. 38 streets under construction, finally. Can you give us an update on how that's going, John?
Absolutely, Mayor. So, Mayor, as you know, 38th Street is one of our ad valorem street projects. So right now we're working on the northbound lane on 38th between Lee and Gore. So starting at the intersection of Lee and 38th up until about Cameron, the road is blocked off right now. So as soon as we get the northbound lane done, we'll switch over to the south side. And we know that this is one of the roads in our town that's pretty beat up and has been in need of rehabilitation and repair for a long time. So we're really happy to get after it. We're really happy to kind of get going on this project. Took far too long, but there were some right-of-way issues and some other things that we had to work out first. But now that that's taken care of, the rehabilitation project has been started, and as soon as we can open up that road all the way again, we will. And I think our citizens are going to be really happy with the outcome.
You know, we're really making a lot of progress on our roads the last, I'm going to say, tied to 18 months or so. We did the 40 wins. This year we're going to do the 105 and 25. And, you know, as things go, that may run over into 26. I think everybody's pretty forgiving on that, the way we're getting things done. We've got our cash roads now open, and the bridge is okay for the fire truck to go across, and the trash trucks, things like that. We're making so much progress on our roads. But here today, we're celebrating because we're so close to the grand opening of what I think is just going to get so much use from our citizens. And I hear so much excitement. And I want to remind everybody the grand opening is August the 16th. That's a Saturday at 9 a.m. in the morning. You'll want to be watching the city's Facebook page so you can be out here for the grand opening. It's going to be great fun. I can't wait to get in with the kids and have fun. Look at that slide. I'll probably go down it once, and then I'll probably join the lazy river because that's going to be some kind of cool. And there's even going to be lanes over here for going back and forth. And when they're not being used for competition or training, they're just recreation area for the general public to get in, and that's going to be fun. So we got in it this morning and waited, cooled off our feet, I'm kind of thinking I'm going to cool off my feet again before we left. What do you think, John?
That sounds good.
By
That
the way,
sounds
I'm
really
jealous of your sunglasses. They're pretty cool. You know
good.
what I
Well,
mean?
thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. Hey, thank you guys for joining this hot edition of Lawton's Legacy. Great things are happening in Lawton, Port Sonnets because you voted for Propel 2040. Thank you and God bless.